A very good evening to all the audience, the innovators, the law students, law interns. A really warm welcome to the session of patent writing. So today we will discuss basics of claim drafting as well as we will discuss some questions. You can ask me any question in between, and then we will also discuss exactly how the things operate on the Indian Patent Office. So see, nowadays the era is the era of innovation. Everything is getting updated and it is becoming recent to meet the recent requirements. So we should innovate. The policy of India is to innovate. So I, Dr. Prachi Pandey, I'm an Indian patent agent. I'm an associate professor, and I'm also working as a deputy director in Krishna Center of Excellence in Startup and Entrepreneurship, Drs. Kiran and Pallavi Patel, Global University, Gujarat. And yes, I'm acting as a tool in the Gujarat government also, like as a legal counselor of Startup Clinic program of Gujarat government for counseling to startups, filing their patents, prosecuting it, taking it to the grant, and yes, definitely for further IP commercialization. And I also help them in incubation of the projects and also for technology transfers. So, what's the goal of innovating? Is like to bring something good to the public at an affordable price. So, this goal is supported by Government of India, and yes, there are many schemes through which Government of India is supporting. And just I wish to let you know what are the basic privileges for a startup, individual, organization. Is like 80% rebate on filing fees. So all the individuals, natural persons, startups are eligible for 80% reduction in the official fees as compared to the firms. Also, if after filing patent application, if somebody wish to publish it in a expedited way, they can fill the form 9 at just a very affordable cost of 2500. So this is the government policy for individuals, because government wants that you should innovate, bring something. You should have a make in India attitude in our minds so that we can definitely contribute in the development of nation. And also the next benefit is the faster examination process within 105 days. Many times like people ask me questions, it takes long to take a patent. No, but I say if you have a very good innovation and you can really justify before patent office, you can get it granted within 3 months, 3 months or 4 months maximum. So publication can take place in 2 weeks. Examination can also be done in 105 days by filing a form 18A, and by paying a nominal fee of 8,000. And one more provision, if some innovator, because students sometimes do a project but later on realize that they cannot actually coming to a very viable product, so in that case there is a system of 90% refund whenever innovator wish to withdraw the patent application, but it should be done only before the first examination report. So just understand, if you request for examination to the Indian Patent Office, and Indian Patent Office issue a first examination report, after that application cannot be withdrawn. And the last point is tax exemption for 3 years. That is again a Startup India initiative. There is no tax to be taken from any startup firm. Now, I'm just giving a brief highlight what are the types of patent application: ordinary, divisional, PCT, national, PCT international, application for patent of addition, and convention application. These are very like broad topics. What I wish to say is like normally in India, what we file is a ordinary application. So provisional as well as complete specifications are ordinary applications because we are not finding a divisional. Divisional means sometimes patent office realize that an innovator is filing many innovations in a single patent application. So they can advise the innovator to divide the application into 2 or 3 innovations and can file separately. Patent of addition, this is a very good advantage where like additional innovative steps, additional innovations can be added in the main application, and both the addition and the main will expire simultaneously. Clear? So I think you all know patent is a territorial right and all these things. Convention application is this is because of Paris Convention, because all member countries uh, Suppose if somebody is filing patent in a single country, they can claim the priority date in all the members of the convention countries. So this is a kind of international treaty, international collaboration. PCT is also Patent Cooperation Treaty. These are international collaborations which says that you file in a single country and later on you can claim the priority date in all the member countries. So this is a benefit, but yeah, we'll proceed further. You all know patent is a territorial right for 20 years, works in only the country where patent is granted, but it should not be a part of any prior art in the world. Clear? So somebody says that I wish to market my product in India only. Then why should I search for patent in world? Important part is that in the era of internet, everything is now accessible to everyone. So if somebody sees an innovation in the world and just copied it and marketing, filing patent and marketing in their own country, this will be a kind of infringement. So that's why it is a rule that it should not be in the prior art all over the world. And then patent application is have a two parts. What I wish to say, there is a legal form and there is a technical form. Legal form means the formal details or the legal details like the name, addresses. I will give you more highlights about the forms whenever we will see everything live on the Indian Patent Office. And another part is form 2, that is technical form. Means all technical details are there in form 2. Now let's see. We suggest first go for a provisional patent application. The beauty is that India and many countries have a system of first to file. Those who have filed first will get the priority date first. So suppose today you have filed a patent. Suppose two friends have done the innovation on the same day, but somebody has filed it today. Another has filed it today only, but after 2 hours. So patent office will consider the first applicant as an innovator because he has first filed. Another important thing is that after provisional filing, there is a buffer time of 12 months till an innovator can file a complete specification. So suppose if our project is not complete, but we have a very good idea in our hands, we can file a provisional patent application. And within 12 months, we can work over that, find some good outcomes, then draft the patent application well, draft the claims, and then can file the complete specification within 12 months. Otherwise, our application may deemed to be abandoned, not abandoned. It's deemed to be abandoned, but can be post-dated for next 12 months. Clear? So never be disheartened if suppose communication from patent office comes that patent application deemed to be abandoned. Yes, there is still a scope of post dating. So suppose before the expiry of the 12 months, if you file a request for post dating, yes, you can get another 12 months. So yes, there is enough time to research on the innovation, find out the commercial viability, and then file the complete specification. Also, we can add more technical features, but remember, your complete specification and claims must not go beyond the provisional application. Otherwise, patent office will consider your complete as your provisional, and means like they will not consider the priority date of provisional. This part is important. So once we do some innovation, it is important to keep something in our mind. First of all, we should define a scope of invention. We shouldn't go beyond the scope. So our complete specification, description, claims, all should be within a scope. We shouldn't go out of that. And we have the priority date definitely of the provisional, but complete should be based on provisional. Nothing extra, nothing different should be filed. And yeah, suppose if work is not complete, definitely you can post it for the next 12 months. What are the documents required? Important is form 1. Form 1 is nothing but the basic details of the applicant: name, address, title of invention, then what you are filing, are you going like for PCT route or convention route, some declarations, all the legal formal requirements. Form 2 is provisional or complete specification, where I'm giving you the content of patent application. Things will be much clear. Form 5 is declaration of inventorship. This form is only being filled whenever applicant and inventors are different. So applicant has to declare that this is the true and first inventor, because inventor should have the rights. So but if applicants and inventors are the same, no need to file the form 5. Form 26 is only being filed whenever an innovator hire a patent agent and give power of authority to patent agent for communicating to patent office regarding all matters related to patent. What are the fees? Whenever you file a provisional or complete, both. If you file provisional, file complete within 12 months, that's fine. If you directly file complete specification, if your project is complete, that's too fine. uh, Filing fees is 1600 only. And then another form is form 3, that is very important, where innovator declare that I'm not filing in any foreign country, or if I will file, I will let the patent office aware about it. So why it is so? Because somewhere if some innovation is about some like defense based, or something which is for defense or army products or defensive products, so it must not go to other country without preview of Indian patent office. So normally Indian patent office doesn't allow such product to be revealed to other countries. So we shouldn't file anything without communicating to Indian patent office. This is a requirement. And another part that is important, especially those especially for mechanical engineering or those who design something, we should have a proper drawing of the invention. We should have a proper draw. Means you have to draw, you have to label the parts, and then you have to elaborate what are the labeled parts are. So first step is for patent filing, idea incubation. Whenever an idea comes in our mind, first ask yourself, is my idea workable? Will it really be converted to a viral product? Can it be commercialized? Can I sell it? Can I make it affordable to cater the needs of society? So these things are very important. What are the advantages? What are my components would be? What would be the block diagram? How will it look? What is the flow chart? And most important, how my invention is better over the existing inventions. Because patent office asks this question, how are you better? There should be enough technical advancement over the prior art. There should be more and more addition of inventive steps, so that it uh, should not be obvious. Obviousness is a criteria where patents are being rejected. So we shouldn't make it obvious. We should make it technically advanced. We should be go for a high long jump from the existing prior art to become far and far better. Then patentability chances are more and more. Okay. And one important thing, what are the competitors? Am I better? How can I make myself better than competitors? This is important. Next part come whenever we have these things in our mind, we go for a patentability search. We find novelty, means it should be new, never be reported in any claim, any literature, any conference proceeding, any kind of publication. It should not be there, because patent office search for all those things. Whenever you file a request for examination, they search your invention, and if something common, something similar they find, they will cite it in their first examination report. I will also show you what the examination report, it will things will be much clear. Non obvious, it should not be just obvious. It should have enough human intervention. Enough hard work must be shown, enough technical advancement must be there, enough inventive steps must be added, then to make it non obvious. And industrially applicable means it should have enough reproducibility. Once made in the lab, it must be manufactured with the same quality outputs. Means every batch should have the same quality, it should have the same reproducibility, then it is said as a industrially applicable. Means scalability, it could be prepared at any scale. The step 3 comes as the patent drafting, which is very important. This is the part where your grant of patent is dependent, totally dependent on how do you draft, how do you explain, how will you mention. Because innovators are many, but why patent is granted to few? Because somewhere they make some mistakes while drafting the patents, somewhere they have some mismatch in description in claims. So even if they work hard, sometimes patent got rejected. So there are many things that should be kept in our mind. And we can see some live applications. Just now, after giving you a brief highlight, brief fundamentals, I will go to the Indian Patent Office site and show you exactly how things work. So, what rules and care to be taken? What things to be thought of? First, detailed description. Description must not be narrow. You should list every component, every process, everything, because that is the boundary uh, on the basis of which your claims can be drafted. If you have not written in description and written in claim, patent office rejected. If you have written in claim but not in description, again patent office says that it is not in description, so amendment must be done. Plus, embodiments of invention must be clearly written and inventive steps must be written. It should be justified. So step 4 is filing. That is like if your patent application is ready, content is perfect, filing is just a legal formal requirement. Fee is 1600. It takes about 1 hour to file if everything is ready. And instantly you will receive a receipt in which your invention title, name, date of filing, everything is there. And now your invention is safe. You have a priority date. So now you can go and publish your innovation. You can go and give interviews. You can go in any conference proceeding. Your novelty will never be destroyed. So always remember, taking a priority date means your chances of patenting becomes high and high. So always we should file a provisional patent application whenever any idea comes in our mind. After this, what is the next step? Whenever we file, patent office publishes our patent application on their journal. So patent office journal is there, and it is on the website of Indian Patent Office. There it is published. Now it is in the public domain. Normally it takes about 18 months, where you don't need to spend anything. It's a natural process of publication after 18 months of filing. But suppose if you feel that it's a very long way, long term, 18 months, you can fill the form 9 and can pay 2500. Publication can be done in a week or maximum in 15 days if all the documents are perfect. So even in week we have our patent application published. After publication, what? Unless until your application is published, we cannot file request for examination. So after publication only, we file the RFE, request for examination, that we have to pay a fee of 4,000. And this process of filing RFE must be done within 48 months of priority date. Suppose you have filed today, you have 4 years of filing the request for examination. But suppose if you have published it today, you can file even today the request for examination. And if you have filed it through expedited process, your examination process can be completed just in 105 days. Fee is little bit double, means like 8,000 fees are there. Form is 18A. Normally we have to fill the form 18. It takes about 1 year for examination through normal process. Through expedited, it is 3 months. But if you have to be very sure about your innovation, then you should go for expedited process. Otherwise, the process becomes very fast, and somewhere, if we can't present our document, can't present our reply on the right time, there may be chances of rejection. So, this is totally based on innovators' status of innovation. Now, suppose we have filed a request for examination. The first examination report is being received by an innovator or his or her patent agent. So there are some objections. What are the objections? What are the points of objection? First point is novelty objection. If patent office finds something similar to your innovation on some of the website of patent office or some of the patent database, they cite it. Not only patent, they cite also literature papers, they cite also anything they find on the internet, they find on in the public domain, they cite it. And what has to be done then we have to read those papers, read those claims and map it. We can make some tables. One table, first column is my innovation, another column is uh, another's innovation, some others innovation. So we have to map. I have done this, they have done this, they are different. Again, my innovation components are these one, another's are different. So in this way, we can reply to patent office that I am not actually similar to the earlier work done. I'm very different. I have my technical advancements and I'm more innovative. So novelty we can prove. Obviousness also can be a point. Patent office says that it is already in the public domain. What did you do? What is the obviousness? Means it's totally obvious how you are different, how you are technically advanced. Again, we have to justify. Earlier it was this. Suppose if somebody is saying that somebody has made a smart helmet, and another smart helmet is also in the public domain in for earlier days, so objection can be created, but yeah, reply is that my smart helmet has sensors. So it will not allow the bike to start unless until the driver wears the helmet. So this is a technical advancement that is not there in the earlier prior art. So I am better. So answers to all objection should be replied back to the Indian Patent Office within 6 months, and they can proper make a document can be made, and then these reply should be uh, like filed online or by the patent agent or through paper mode also by the innovator to the patent office. So after this, what happens? Either patent office can call for hearing, come and explain it. Sometimes they feel that there is some ambiguity or they don't understand something, they can call for hearing, and they can give a chance to innovator or the patent agent to justify. Somewhere patent office feels that even after justification, this claim I can't give the grant on this claim, remove this claim because I feel that it is a very obvious claim or not a novel claim. So there is again a chance to amend it. So innovator can remove the claim or amend the claim and can refile. So this process goes on for some time. And if patent office gets satisfied, now this is a novel, non-obvious, industrially applicable, and doesn't fall in any of the criteria of non-patentability, that is section 3D. Section 3D lists all the innovations which are not patentable. So if our innovation is not falling in that criteria, so definitely we have the rights to get patent. So if everything is falling in the right place in terms of all the characteristics, that is nuns test, novelty, utility, industrial applications, and statutory requirements, section 3D, patent is granted with the seal of the patent office, and the date of grant is registered in the register of patents. So now we will see how to get it granted, how to make a patent application so that the grant is easy, very smoothly going. This is like a general thing. I think you know, I have explained everything: filing of provisional or filing of complete, then publication, then examination process. You can go for expedited examinations also, FER issue, then reply to first examination report within 6 months. If objections are met, then patent is granted. If not met, patent may deem to be abandoned, but still there are chances of modifications later on. Now we will focus on what is the content of patent application. First of all, we will have to frame a title of invention that should not be more than 15 words usually. So suppose if I'm writing this, an insecticide containing XYZ or steering mechanism, so you should have a proper title of your innovation that should describe something about the innovation. Then comes about the field of invention. What is the scope? Suppose if somebody is working on insecticide, so what is the scope? Means like my insecticide can kill this kind of organism. So this would be the scope of invention. Or if I'm preparing anything which is, suppose I'm preparing a smart helmet, as I said, my smart helmet can protect from accidents, can help me during traffic, can give me indications about how the road is there. It has the GPS capability. So this is the scope of invention. So it should be crisp and clear what exactly your invention will do. It should be written down. After field of invention, the next part, what we have to write in form 2, that is our technical part, background. Background means first why we are doing it. So what problem we are solving. Everything has a need. Without need, we can't innovate. So what is the need, what problem we are solving, and what problem is there So we are actually doing the innovation. So somebody is saying that I'm preparing a good bike which has no skid bike, means it will never skid on roads. So what is the background? People are meeting with accidents on slippery roads. So I'm solving those problems by applying these mechanical features. So, and earlier in prior art it is not available. So we have to cite some prior art, like there are bikes available, but those bikes doesn't have anti skid mechanism. So that's why I'm doing this project. So we have to cite some prior art. Definitely we have to do the patent search and cite some of the patents, enlisting them with small paragraph, like this patent has done this, but again the shortcoming is there. So we have to write about them along with their shortcomings, and at the last we have to write how we are better than all those prior arts. So it will be like good explanatory way, so that a patent office can be easily convinced. And yes, we should be better than the prior art. This has to be remembered. We cannot make the same innovation, otherwise there are chances of rejection. Then comes the object of invention. Here we have to clearly write down the advantages, what technical problem we are solving. Suppose my object is to solve this problem. My smart helmet will reduce the accidents. Another objective, my smart helmet will give us the idea about the traffic. Another objective, my smart helmet will never allow my bike to start unless until I wear it. So in this way, clear objects must be written one by one. Then statement of invention, exactly what innovative feature over the existing one is listed. Suppose in earlier prior art, it was never reported, my smart helmet prepared for the first time has these features. This is my statement. So my statement is my dialogue about my innovation, my innovative capabilities of my innovation, and how I am better than others. This is the statement of innovation that should be written in that way. Now, summary of innovation means all detailed description. As I told you, description must not hide anything. So in summary part is detailed description and claims. So every component, every process, how did you do exactly, so that any ordinary person, whenever they read the description, can prepare it. So in this way, things should be kept in account. If you write in that way, definitely there are chances of acceptance. And then claims should be totally based on what is written in the detailed description. And what problem solved, what advantage is done, what is the purpose, should be well elaborated. This is a summary of invention. Suppose somebody has some drawing to explain the product, or somebody has developed a windshield, somebody has developed a rooftop for the car and want to take a patent for that. So they have to draw it, because unless until it is drawn, things cannot be explained. So drawing is must, and numerals must be to indicate the parts. I will show you. So like different numerals must, like whenever we make a drawing, we sometimes label them number 1, number 2, number 3, and then we have to elaborate what is 1, what is 2, what is 3, so that whenever we see a drawing, things will be clear that at which place which part is assembled. Detailed description. Claims are very important, because uh, whatever we claim for our innovation, that will determine the scope of my innovation. So claims should be linked. What I wish to say, suppose we have an innovation in which we have used 3 4 components, but these 3 4 components should work together to make a unit invention. Then only patent office will consider in a single patent application. Otherwise, suppose if 3 4 type of components are working separately in an innovative way, patent office may say you to divide the patent into 3 4 parts and file different patent applications. This may happen because they may realize that these are different things and how they are united together. Sometimes they may not. So always keep in mind, your product should be one, and all component should be a part of the product, supporting each other to make a single product. They shouldn't like act like differently. They must work in a single direction to support a single product. So claims, I just wish to say broad claim or narrow claim, two type parts are there. If we write the exact composition in the claim, it's a narrow claim. But if we write a full range of components in a claim, it become a broader claim. Several industries write a very broad claim. But why they write a broad claim? Because anyone else cannot prepare within that range. So they draw a big boundary. But again, patent office has the objection in that. Sometimes patent office says to narrow down. If we write a very narrow claim, anybody else can make a similar type of innovation, and it will not a case of infringement, because I myself is very narrow. So if my path is this narrow, anybody can come close to that. But if my path is this, I cannot allow till this boundary. Just for example, my innovation is first cup. I have invented a cup. Suppose cup was not there in earlier days. This might be the case of like even long back when cups were not available, and I have invented a cup. I've invented a first cup which had a handle. So I'm writing a claim invention as a red clay cup with handle. Simple meaning, I have invented a cup, painted it red, it had a handle, and I am going for patenting it. So what will happen then? Suppose claim scope. Anybody can prepare this not red, and can launch their product in market. But suppose if I am writing the claim as a cup with handle, not a red cup, just a cup with handle, any other color, any other colored cup with a handle cannot enter the market simultaneously. So this is a broad one, cup with a handle. So in this way, we are enhancing the scope. Definitely, we shouldn't be so narrow that anybody can be just prepare a simple product just by seeing us, and still not infringing, and they will also enter the market. Then what will be my market capture? In spite of commercialization, I will not earn anything, because there are many similar products in the market. So it's very better to have a sound reasoning of like expanding the scope of the claim. Just see here, if we have a very narrowest scope, then it would be valid. Sometimes patent office says that you are not infringing anybody, it is a valid claim. But sorry, so but if it is a broadest scope, then it is commercially useful protection. Means somebody else cannot make the similar product, just making small changes and launching. So we will have a good market capture. So claim scope is very important, shouldn't be too narrow, shouldn't be too broad. How to draft a claim? We have parts of the claim, that is the preamble, transition phrase, and the body. Preamble simple meaning, what we are making. We are making apparatus or a device or article or composition, method or process, what we have. So that is a preamble. So it must recite the object of invention. Suppose my object is to cook rice. So my preamble is an apparatus for cooking. Clear? So this is a broad claim. I can cook rice, I can cook grain, I can cook vegetables. But suppose if I'm my object is cooking all kind of grains, and I'm writing an apparatus for cooking grain, somebody else can patent the same product and write that my objective is to cook vegetable. So definitely somebody else can infringe. So a good claim would be an apparatus for cooking. Preamble could be anything, your apparatus, your method, your process. So method preambles are method for making tea, method for making plant-based beverages, method for making warm beverages. So we can say method of making warm beverages would be a little bit broad. If I'm saying plant-based beverages, so anybody else can prepare even a like a chicken soup and say that it is an animal-based beverage. It's not a method of making plant-based beverages. So I'm making a process, but somebody else is making the same process and entering the market simultaneously. So what will be my earnings? So this is important. If I'm making a method of making beverages, So it will be a broad one. But then again, patent office will say, if you will get the patent or method for making beverages, so are you going to make every beverage? Can every kind of beverage be prepared using the method? If I say yes, yeah, it could be granted. If I say no, there must be some modifications, patent office may object. So yeah, if suppose it is a plant based like tea, so even tea, anything which is plant based, even like your like cardamom, or even like your tulsi, or even like anything which is a plant based beverages can be made. So I think the second claim is a good one as compared to first one, that is too narrow, only tea. Third one, warm, tea, coffee, anything should be warm, not cold. But if I'm writing plant based beverages, at least I have a medium level of protection. Preamble could be any composition, uh, especially for healthcare sector, composition for treating malaria. Then another is non-motorized land vehicle, device for mounting a telephone, anything which is a like product, any apparatus, any machine. It should be written like this. This is the preamble. Then preamble, after preamble, we have to write the transition phrase. So one part is open-ended. If I write including, containing, characterized by, there are some cases I have observed when innovator has written including or characterized by, patent office has said modify it and write like essentially consisting of. Why? Because patent office realized that if they write characterized by or including, means something is included but something else can also be included, means they are just broadening their claim. This is open ended. It may allow other elements or limitations also. So they will have a very broad scope. They will not allow anybody to enter. So if suppose I'm writing an apparatus comprising, it means these three things are there, but other things could also be there. So suppose if I'm writing essentially consisting of or consisting of, it means it is containing these three only, nothing else. So this is a narrow part. So closed phrase makes our claim little narrow. Patent office sometimes want that claim must not be too broad, otherwise others cannot prepare it. Means if you are broadening your claim such that it will have a good market capture, but somewhere it is objectionable. So consisting of, essentially consisting of are closed phrases. So it could be used as per requirement. Sometimes you realize that beside these three components, no other component could be used in future also. You should write this type of phrase, closed-ended, consisting of. But suppose if you think that, yeah, in later on something else could replace it, you should write containing or including or characterized by. So these are some of the technical issues. Patent claim format. It's very important. Always remember, after preamble, there should be a comma. Then after transition phrase, there should be a colon. Then all the elements, that is the body of the claim, all the elements in the body should be separated by semicolon. And the last body is attached by the word and. Always remember. So a computer, comma comprising colon, a processor, semicolon, a memory, semicolon, and a bus configured to transmit data between the memory and the processor. So this is the right way of writing the claim. Many claims or many applications get rejected just because of this syntax error. So always remember this. Now, suppose if I'm writing like this, element 1, element 2, and element 3. This is a wrong way of writing a claim because this is just an enlisting of components. We are not assembling something. Actually, we are innovating something by supporting one component by another to make a unit invention. If I am assembling something, it will fall in the section 3, that is assembly or mere rearrangement of devices are not patentable. So patent office may say it is just a listing, you are just assembling three parts and together making a product. This is not patentable because just mere rearrangement is not patentable as per the act. So what to do? Exactly, you have to write in such a way that one part is supporting each other. Suppose this bottom one, processor, memory, and a bus configured to transmit data between the memory and the processor. Definitely, this bus configuration is for transmitting data between memory and processor. So all the three are together linked to give you a product that is a computer. So it is very important to link the component together so that to make a unit invention. So this is the right way of writing claim acceptable by the Indian Patent Office. Now see, here what is preamble? This one, an apparatus, transition phrase, this comprising, and body is this. I think now things are much clear to you. At the last, you can write the full stop whenever your patent ends. Now see, these things are very important as a syntax. This comma between preamble and transition, and colon between transition phrase and body, and then semicolons at the last. And is important. The last component should be added with and then full stop. So I think this should be remembered. Now claim drafting is, as I told, it must all the components must support each other like this. At least one leg and a top configured to support at least one leg. So it must be written like this. It should never be written as a listing or assembling of components, like apparatus for holding item comprising 4 legs, 16 screws, and a top. This is a totally rejectable claim. Patent Office will never accept such kind of claim. They will write in the first examination report, this falls in section 3 as mere rearrangement or devices are not patentable. So unless until you did a lot of work, things will be just the rejection. Some more examples. Game device comprising a handle, head portion, and protrusion. Red means not acceptable. Green, acceptable. Game device comprising a handle, a head portion connected to handle, and a protrusion being secured to the handle. See, all the three are connected to each other. This is just a racket patent. You can see here the drawing of racket is this. Every part is numbered 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and in the description of drawings we have to elaborate the numbers. What is 1, what is 2, what is 4, what is 6, like this. So this is the right way of description of the drawings. Now, improvement claims, very important claims, very acceptable by the Patent Office, also called as a Jepson type claims, where we say that we have to highlight our innovative feature, highlight the innovation, highlight the novel feature. Suppose a game device, the same racket, but here the Jepson claim is written for the same racket. A game device having a handle, a throat portion, and a head portion connected to the throat portion. Clear? This is the first part, like the connection part we have established. Then we have written the improvement, wherein the improvement comprises a protrusion being secured to the handle. So we have highlighted the improvement. We have to use this word, wherein the improvement. You can fit it in your own innovation, and you can show me at the last event. You can draft a single claim. If you have innovation in your hands, all the audience, I request you to please, if you have innovation in your hands, just try to write a single claim, just one claim for me, like this, by using the proper syntax and by writing the Jepson claim, wherein the improvement lies where. So I know you know the syntax now. You can write a single claim and you can comment in the chat box at the last. So I will see and I will point out if any syntax error or some improvement scope is there. I will definitely advise you. So yeah, you can do it in between. So then means plus function claim means here you have to write the means as plus as function should be highlighted. Like suppose if I write an apparatus for cooking rice, comma, comprising, this syntax is common, colon, then a means for holding rice, semicolon, and a heater configured to heat the rice holding means. Means what is the function here? Heater configured to heat the rice holding means heater, the function of heater is to heat the rice holding means. This is just example. Then the same racket example, a game device comprising a handle and a head portion connected to the handle, characterized in that an anti-slippage means is secured to the handle. Means here anti-slippage means this like simple rubber protrusion that was earlier being also be described as a protrusion, but here we are writing anti-slippage means the function of that protrusion rubber is what? So that your hands must not slip whenever you strike using the racket. So it is secure to the handle. So understand there is a function, but if you write your function like this, like it will be much acceptable because it is definitely showing the innovative feature. So you can write claim sets, independent claim. We have to write one broad claim involving everything in a broad way. Suppose if I'm saying uh, I have a composition of treating malaria wherein the composition consisting of component A, component B, and component C, when the component A and B are mixed together in this 70 to 30 ratio to treat the malaria effectively for a large population of people. So now I am covering what? I'm covering three components, the concentration of two components, and the beneficiaries, the disease, everything I have covered. So it is a standalone claim and it doesn't have any limitation. You can write a one page, one independent claim. So always remember, if you have many things in your innovation, always remember all parts, if they are different from each other, must be there in your independent claim. Because if your independent claim doesn't have that word, you cannot elaborate it in your dependent claim. Dependent claim is the elaboration of only what is claimed in the independent. Always remember, if I'm writing a large population, later on I can write that my target population would be the population living in a slum area because they are more prone to the malarial infection because of large water deposition in their area. So I can elaborate. Later on, I can elaborate the composition for treating malaria as claimed in claim 1, wherein the component A is this. Okay. Another claim, the component B is this. Okay. But unless until I enlist the component A and B, I cannot further elaborate them in my dependent claims. So, yeah. Suppose if, this is also exercise. This is an independent claim. First one, an apparatus comprising a pencil and eraser attached to one end of the pencil. The dependent claim, the apparatus of claim 1 further comprising a light attached to the center of the pencil. Right? So here I am light, this word light is not there in your independent claim. Patent office may say in your first independent claim the word light source is never there. So remove this. You can claim only what is written in your independent. You can elaborate only what is written in independent. So what I have done, an apparatus comprising a pencil, an eraser attached to one end of the pencil, and a light attached to the center of the pencil. So truly all three are linked, and my light, my eraser, and pencil all are included in my apparatus. Later on, I can elaborate like an apparatus as claimed in the claim 1, wherein the pencil is made up of wood material. Okay. Or pencil is made up of wood or plastic or this material. For coverage, definitely, I can make pencil of any material, which would be hard enough to support my graphite part. Eraser. Eraser could be of any color, okay, of any softness. I can claim it in my dependent claim. Okay. So I can write an apparatus as claimed in claim 1, wherein the eraser is made up of soft to hard material of this much strength of this color. So I have a good coverage. So in this way, it has to be written. Always remember, independent must, all the scope of your invention must be there in your independent claim. So all these are some of the exercises. Definitely, I'm expecting some one independent claim at least for your own innovation or any simple innovation, whatever you see in your daily life. So these are some of the examples where we actually do the claims. At the last, abstract. Abstract is must in provisional as well as in complete specification. Abstract means the same abstract that we prepare for the our publication or papers, but limit is that it should not be more than 150 words. and all informations must be there in a simple summary, executive summary kind of. So we should have a small paragraph and everything should be elaborated. So what everything? Suppose a composition for treating malaria consisting of drug A, drug B, drug C prepared by this tableting method, wet granulation tableting method for treating the malarial patients living in a large population of India. Even it could be 150 words like this. The composition is very efficacious in terms of like giving the good drug release, good relief. In this way, executive summary could be written down. So, and then disclaimer. Disclaimer is that sometimes patent agents or law people can understand it very well. What I have reported is based on the information provided, and later on, any modifications will be done on the best of uh, any information provided thereof. Like this, we can just make a disclaimer. What we have claimed, we can disclaim. Whatever we have claimed is based on the information provided by the innovator. So it's a kind of disclaimer that we have to write at the bottom. Some questions for you now. So yeah, I expect the all of you to please answer some of my questions. My first question for you is like, sorry, just a minute. So my first question for you, all of you, please answer as fast as possible. What can be patented under Patent Act 1970? Playing a game, an invention, a scheme, an aesthetic creation, or all of the above? All of you, please answer as fast as possible. You can just type A, B, C, D, or E. B. Okay, the first answer I have received from Ankit Kargeti. Another answer, Professor Ajay Singh, Avik Das, Tanmay Ghosh, Soumya Purvar, Shamik Prabhu, Mahek Banka, Hanna George, Dr. Manjusha, yeah, Hemant George, Manohar Mehto, Sri Lakshmi, Anil, uh, Navneet Gera, Anil Pandey has answered E. Actually, I don't agree. Navneet Gera has answered E. Again, not agree. Hemant Chauhan B. Ananya Gasan B. Sri Kumar B. All answered Shantanu, Mukesh Desai, Huma Farid, yeah, Vedant, Akansha, written an invention, Kopal, answer is B. Smith, answer B. Dr. Govindaraj, answer E. Sir, I don't agree. Amandeep Sharma, all of the above. I don't agree, sir. Rakesh Kumar B, Srinivasan B, Vishwa Deepak, Neha Goyal. Okay, so majority is answer B, not like that. Actually, the answer is B only, an invention. Playing a game, not patentable as per Indian Patent Act. Scheme, artistic thing, aesthetic, copyrightable matter. So these could be copyrighted. All have written the answer perfectly. D. Shanti, Venkana, Savan, Vishwadeepak, Dr. Neha Goyal, Manesha, Shushwant, Annapurna, all have written the right answers. So this thing I think is very clear to all of you. My next question to all of you. Yeah, please see the question. Which is not a part of provisional patent application? This is again a very easy question for you. So, yes. Now onwards, D. Shanti, Tulika Rana. Yeah, yes. Yes. Shaumya Purvar have given the answers. So good. Claims. Claims are the not the part of the provisional patent application. This is a very easy question for you. Abstract, background, field of invention, all are the part of the provisional patent application. Let's move to the next question. Now, please answer this question. Which of the following statements are true with respect to an abstract? So after this, I will consider the answers for my this question. Okay, first answer by Mandira Roy. Okay. Smith Kaur, right? Smith Kaur has answered. Shri Kumar, I don't agree. Soumya Purvar, okay. Vishwadeepak Singh, yes. Shantanu, yes. Ishmit Kaur Saluja, right. Srinivas, Akanksha C has written C. Surendra Singh B, yeah. Mukesh Desai B. Yeah, many answers are coming, which are D or B. Some is E. E is not there in my option. Amit Karmkar, Anil Pandey, ABC. ABC is not correct actually. John, Ratan Chaudhary, Dr. Samir Joshi, sir has written the answer. Shantanu, Kopal Bhargav, okay. Akanksha, Shantanu Shankar, Annapurna. Yeah, answer is D. Not more than 150 words. This is the only thing. Start with a title is not for us. Normally in other country, in Australia, no, abstract normally start with a title. Here we don't have that option. Explain the background. It is the part of background and summary. We don't write background in abstract. Technical information on the invention. This is typically description. Technical information in abstract, we are not writing actually technical information. Even if we publish a paper, we don't write every technical information in the abstract. We write just the executive summary, what my product is. I may not write all component, I may not write all findings. So the right correct answer, because even if you appear for like any exams, we consider the most appropriate answer. The most appropriate answer is D, that is not more than 150 words. This is an executive summary. So yeah, many answers are correct, and I'm really congratulating you that you have answered it correctly. Start with a title is normally like a norm in Australia and other country. The abstract starts with a title. In India, it is not there. Another question. Now, another question is on your screen. What is the closed-ended transition phrase in the claim? Now you have to say. What is a closed ended? I think I have just explained it. What are open ended then? Smith Kaur Saluja, Sai Darshini, Ananya, Soumya Purvar, Professor Ajay Singh, Shantanu Kachekar, Vishwa Deepak Singh, Santanu Shankar, Manohar Mato. Right, sir, you are all right. Those are writing the answer D. Srinivas Ramakrishnan. So open-ended, including when this will include this. This may not include. So, may include something else. Containing, this may contain this. Something else could be there. Characterized by is also again open-ended. Consisting of this component means only these components are there, nothing else. So answer D is correct. So consisting of. So many cases are there where patent office has said that remove the first three, including, containing, characterized by, and write consisting of to make it a narrow one. So consisting of means it is a narrow. You are just, yeah, Navneet Gera D, Dr. Samir Joshi, okay, Huma Farid. Okay, answer is D only. Answer is D, consisting of. The next question for you. Now, the next question, I think this is very now well known to you. I've explained it already. Yeah. Transition phrase from the body of the claim. What is the answer? Paromita Mitra. Sri Kumar D. Vedant. Vedant is little close, but not. Madhulika B. If you can remember my earlier slides, I was first writing preamble, then transition phrase, and then body of the claim. After transition phrase, what was being used? Mandira Roy, Hasna George. Um, I think this time not getting many right answers, but I will go to my slides once more time to show you that. So transition phrase from the body is always being separated by colon. That is answer is B. Okay. So just remember colon. I will again go back to my earlier slides to show you this answer. Because once a doubt arises, we should clarify it as soon as possible. Yeah. Can you see my this slide? You can see now. Preamble is this, transition phrase is this, and body is the last one. Transition phrase and body are being separated by colon. So answer is B. Okay. So now I think one more question so that it will be right now. Okay. So now I will switch over to one like the site of Indian Patent Office. I think now the things are clear, and as I said you, if you have drafted your own patent claim, you can write at the last in the comment box. If you wish to get it checked by us, we can definitely do that. Colon Tulika Raina, yeah, colon is right. Yeah. Again, more right answers are coming. So like I'm now switching over to the site of Indian Patent Office, and I will show you how exactly things work. Okay. How we go through the document, how the exact documents are there. Means we say that make this, but exactly how it is made, how it is filed, how does it is prosecuted, what are the replies by patent office, these things are very important to understand. So now I will switch over to the patent office site. Okay. So hope you all can see my window where you can see the site of the patent office. Now I will go for showing you some document exactly what is there in the patent office. So first you have to click in the public search. Suppose I'm making a mechanical assembly for vehicles. And then in that mechanical assembly, I have to see the features. Okay. It will be opened. Just a minute. I'm resharing it. So in the public search, this window will be opened, and in the public search, just a minute. Yeah, we can start from here. This is the site ipindia.gov.in. You have to click on the public search. Then in the public search, we have to click on the patents. Then yes, okay to proceed. This site will be opened. Now I just told I have to search for a mechanical assembly for vehicles because I'm preparing it and I wish to search it whether what is filed earlier in the prior art, or suppose I'm a researcher and I just wish to see it for my knowledge, information, or research. So I'm searching here a mechanical assembly for vehicles. Now in my mechanical assembly, I have prepared a good windshield that is very resistant, because you know when people travel in a like hilly area, sometimes due to landslides their windshield get broken. So I'm preparing a very tough windshield. So I have to see whether the windshields are reported earlier, good windshields are reported earlier in the prior art or not. So in the title I have typed mechanical assembly for vehicles. In the abstract part, because you know abstract is executive summary, it is telling everything but not the all technical parts, so it will definitely write the word windshield. Not exactly what they have used, what material the windshield has, how it is more resistant. They may not write, but at least they will write the windshield. So here I'm writing windshield. Then in the complete specification also, because my focus is on windshield, I will write in complete specification. I wish to search this word in complete specification also. So I will write here the windshield. Fine. Now I don't know anything. Application number, patent number, applicant, I don't know anything. So I have just written three search criteria. And then I will search it. If you feel that your captcha is not good, you can even change that. So it will search the site. You have to close it first. Then you have to see whether you have mechanical assembly for vehicles or not. Suppose if I am seeing this. So exactly the one invention I discovered that is has the same title as mine, mechanical assembly for vehicles. Otherwise, there are many which are windshield wiper assembly, wiper blade assembly. There are many. But suppose if I'm clicking on this, I wish to see exactly what they have done. So I'm clicking on this and see this is an Indian invention only from mechanical engineering. The company is this, Ajokian Impex. Complete specification. Now you have to see all the documents. So you have to click on application status. It will give you all the ideas. This is a granted patent application. So you are thinking seeing here request for examination filed, published, under examination, disposed, everything. Now you have to see the documents. What documents they have filed, what documents the patent office has answered. So you can see there are many documents. So why this has happened? Because there are many amendments. First of all, they might have filed this one. Later on, after issue of first examination report, I can show you the first examination report. You can see here, patent office has raised some objection in their examination report. I'm just giving you the right way. They have they have written that your claim 1 to 7 doesn't constitute an invention as per section 2. Section 2, what is that? That is your novelty usefulness. Why it is there? Because they have cited these many patent applications which are similar to your innovations. So because they have written D2 is a wind screen and a roof. Structure is fixed like this. And I am also preparing a wind screen, windshield and a roof. Then again D2, this is also using this kit of protection, comfort, visibility. So anything similar may not be truly the same. Yeah, I can justify it. That yeah, I'm different from D2, I'm different from D3 in my reply to first examination report. So patent office write this. D2 says this, D1 says this. They give lot many objections. Again, they write abstract and corresponding figure should be shown in a single page. Reference signs should be inserted in abstract. Some formal requirements. Then just see the beauty here. Claim 1 is not clearly worded. Expression comprises, comprising should be replaced with the word consisting of. Patent office says that why you are writing comprising means you are claiming this, but some others could also be there. So nobody can prepare a mechanical assembly with a windshield and other parts also. So patent office said write the closed word, closed ended phrase, transition phrase that is consisting of. Means narrow it down. So the innovator has made it broad by using an open-ended transition phrase. Patent office said to narrow it down by writing a closed-ended transition phrase that is consisting of. So this may happen that patent office may object. So there are some other things, claim syntax. There are some comments over that. Claims are not like clearly worded. Like the words like may be used. It should not be there. May be used means actually you're not using it but covering. It may be used. I'm preparing a wood pencil, but plastic may be used. Simply meaning I'm not making a plastic pencil, but I'm trying to cover it. So such words must not be there. Okay. Now I wish to say one more thing. Suppose if you wish to see their form 2, exactly what they have claimed in form 2, I'm showing you. I'm showing the form 2 that is like description complete. You can see here. Field of invention, they have written definition, background, they have written summary. In that, they have written all about their mechanical assembly. Brief description of the drawing, because their figure has numbers, so they have elaborated the numbers. Then detailed description. Remember, every paragraph must be numbered by numbers in the bracket, like this in the description. Even if you file Indian patent, Australian patent, or any other country, normally this is the format. And then you can see after description they have written the claim. Claim, again the same syntax is okay here. Mechanical assembly for vehicles, comma is separating the preamble from the transition phrase. Always remember, preamble and transition phrase is separated by comma, then colon, then windshield comprising glass window connected in center of windshield in an all right manner, wherein the windshield is positioned above and in front of the vehicle body. Yeah, they have connected everything. Then rooftop, they have also written in their independent claim, above the vehicle body. So simply meaning, you can see rooftop is connected to vehicle body, windshield is connected to vehicle body, then your mud guard is also connected to vehicle body, and it is also connected to lower edge of the windshield. So your all these parts are not just listed but connected and making a unit invention of mechanical assembly. Now in the dependent claim, they have elaborated the rooftop, detachably connected to upper range of windshield. Next claim, mud guard is detachably connected to lower range of windshield. Means detachments are there, portability is there. They can be detached. Then fourth, they are writing about the material of windshield. They have elaborated the windshield that is already being claimed in the claim 1 by writing about its type of material, acrylic material. And acrylic material is transparent. Again, they have elaborated the rooftop, but you always remember, whatever you elaborate must be in your first independent claim, the first claim. So now they have elaborated the rooftop, prepared using a soft fiber material like this. The same way claim is being written. The mechanical assembly mud guard is manufactured using a flexible polymer sheet, and again the same. Windshield may comprise a wiper connected to motor of the vehicle for wiping the glass window. So this has been granted. Actually, this patent has been granted in very short time. Syntax errors are very less here, and also the claims they have written perfectly. Now, what is important? Whatever they have written in claim, it must be there in their description. This is their description, detailed description. You can, whenever you read it out, you can find that they have written everything that is there in the claim. So they have written glass window, windshield, acrylic material. You can see everything they have written. Otherwise, patent office may raise some objection. Glass window, wiper, they have written everything. So soft material, fiber material, everything must be written. So even they have written bolt, screw, pipe, clip, and brush. So everything is there in the detailed description. And then claims has to be drafted like this. That is totally dependent on description. So I think the things are a little bit clear to all of you regarding the claim drafting part. And at the last, you can see their abstract. Abstract is not there. Might be in the amendments. They might be there. So yeah. So you can find this is the first examination report. Examination report by reply. Reply is also filed, marked copy. They have amended the claim and marked the copies. So there are all the documents. Once we read it out, things will be much clear. But yeah, you can take the legal help also, because there are many things. They also faced a hearing notice. There are many things actually you need the legal help for drafting also, and for communicating to patent office, because they want a very legal way of answering these things. So reply to hearing is also there. You can see in this way they have replied everything. Written submission to hearing, they have written response to objection 1, they have written response to objection 2, Response to objection 3, every response has to be written. Response means I have to justify my product is not similar to prior art, I am different, I am not obvious, I am novel. In this way, every objection has to be replied after hearing, and then suppose the tabular form, the same way the things has to be done. Present invention, document D1. D1 is what? Patent office has cited it that this D1 is similar to your invention. So in this tabular form, it has to be mapped. I have done this, they have done this. I am this, this is this. How I am better. So how I am better, how remarks. So first you write what I have done, write what they have done, and how I am different. So here the innovator says that applicant respectfully assert that D1 is completely silent about means in D1. This is the prior art. Here they have not mentioned anything about mudguard. They have not mentioned anything about it is attached to lower edge of the windshield. It is not there. So mine is different. Mine is novel. In this way the answers are to be prepared. So yeah, definitely the design part is also there. Again, design, this is my design, this is their design. Structure disclosed in D1 is not similar to my structure with respect. So what can you can do, you can paste your own design, you can paste the prior art design and compare and write like this. So in this way, answering could be done. This is a very simple. Patent office is very clear and transparent in receiving the answers. So innovator must be like very clear and transparent in answering them, and there is a definite chance of grant of patent. But it is important that we should go through a proper legal process, and we should go through a proper explanation process, description process to get the patent. So grant of patent is never a tedious process if the right path has to be followed. And filing of patent is actually not so important as compared to the granting. But yeah, filing is equally important to get the priority date. Unless until you file, you cannot proceed. So definitely the first milestone is patent filing that everybody must do if they have a good innovative projects in their hands. So I hope the things are little bit clear to you. Now suppose if somebody has any question, I'm just going through the comment box and trying to answer some questions. If you wish to share your draft claim, if you have really drafted your independent claim, you can even write in the chat box. Otherwise, I'm just answering some of your questions. So, Amit Karmakar, can you please say something about Australian innovation patent? Yeah, Australian innovation patent is for a period of 8 years. Normally, it doesn't get examined unless until you request for examination. It is expedited process, and it has phrased out on 25th. So, after 25th of this August, now Australian innovation patents are not being accepted. But yeah, in other countries, even the Germany is about to start the innovation patent system. Normally, the process of granting takes place in about 1 to 1.5 months maximum. The tenure is 8 years. Normally, not for commercialization. For academic purpose, you can get it. Okay. Now, some more questions I have sent. I'm trying to answer. Okay. Indian patents. Do we need digital signature to file patent online? Yes, Professor Ajay Singh. Yes, sir. We need the digital signature, and we need a proper login ID for entering the portal of the IP India. Then only we can file a patent online. So, Shamik Prabhu has asked, can I patent something I have published as research papers? Sir, usually published work that is in public domain is not patentable. We cannot actually claim the patent. But yes, if 12 months have not expired after publication, you can still try for filing the patent application. They may accept it because there is still a 12 months period after publication. Till then patent office usually accept it, but you have to justify that like this date of publication. Now within 12 months you can still do that. Okay, so yeah, some Sai Darshini, can you explain about new food product developed? Okay, new food product. If it is a never been done in the past, and if it is a new product reproducible, you can have a patent. Like normally industrial application means it can be manufactured. It should be novel, new. That is very difficult actually for a food product to become very novel, very new. So it depends how innovative it is. Somebody has asked for my mail ID. So yeah, definitely I'm sharing my mail ID in my last slide. Okay. Okay, I'm sharing my mail ID with you. It is in my last slide. So of my presentation. So or I can write in the comment box also. No issue. So definitely like it could be done. I'm sharing my presentation. I'm sharing my last slide. There you can write my mail ID. Okay, another one more question. Indian patent should go for, Rajiv Singh has asked, Indian patent when should go for international US patent, and what is the cost difference here? Okay, so I just suggest that definitely go for a patent, but US patent, but through PCT route it would be much economical. So yeah, sir and madam, please, those who want to have my mail ID and phone number, I have also shared, so you can take that. So what happens whenever we go through PCT route? Normally, for developing countries like India, there is a provision of 90% fee reduction. So there would be whenever we file an international application, then cost will become much less. Indian, as compared to Indian patent, definitely cost is 3-4 times more in US patent, and it is also very difficult to get, because if you get a patent for US, like earnings will be limitless, because in US the like prices are much. So but price differences are there. If you have a very novel invention, definitely you should opt for PCT route. So through PCT route, cost will be much less. Okay, simple. Shantanu Kashekar, can you give a simple difference between object and statement of invention? Okay, object means what is my objective? My objective is to achieve something, and that achievement describe exactly my output. Statement is what I am doing exactly in my invention. Suppose if I'm writing, I'm preparing a composition for treatment of malaria using these components by this process, it become a statement, a dialogue. But my objective is to treat the malaria at an affordable cost, it become my objective. Or I'm preparing a very efficacious dosage form, become my objective. So this is a little minor difference between object and invention. Object simply mean how will you cater the needs, how are you actually making it more innovative. Another question, Ishani Singh, what would be the role of lawyers, legal experts while filing patent application? Simple, you will get a help, and in patent office there are many legal proceedings that need to be handled well. If you have a very good innovation, but normally this is a totally techno legal type of process, so technical people might not have that much background, and even they don't have time to dive much into that legal proceedings. So it's good to like take help of a legal professional. Vedant, a very interesting question. China is filing patents in millions every year. Will it affect us in future? Actually, what happens? China has many patents filed somewhere, like somewhere they are not very novel, but they are very simple. Actually, the point that China is doing is actually they are making very simple and affordable products, and that's why they are filing patents, million of patents. They are like in the good list. So it will not affect us in future, because India is now like developing fast in terms of patent filing. In last 5 years there are many patents filed, and Indians are, they are very honest, they are very working hard to develop a very good product. They don't believe much in simplicity but much in innovation. So it will not affect us in future. If innovators like you innovate good and file in much and much numbers, then it will not affect us in future. So yeah, So one question is, where is PCT application available and what is the fee? Actually, sir, PCT is a process, and like all the 152 countries are um, the member of the PCT treaty, Patent Cooperation Treaty. There, first we have to file an Indian application. Then on the site of WIPO, we have to file the international application. Then it is getting published. Then also getting examined. After 31 months, you can enter in any of the regional, means any of the nation like US, Australia, but you will get the same priority date as you have filed in India. So there are chances more. Means, why it is there? Because in all the countries, in all the nations, innovations are going on, and simultaneously, suppose some innovation is done in India and US together. So who is the first? That is a question. So if suppose some two have done together, but somebody has filed first, will get the right first. So it's important to file the patent as early as possible. Okay, so some more question. Shamik Prabhu, I wish to patent a process with 4 sequential steps to treat wastewater. A good project, wastewater treatment has enough scope in future. I need to reveal in detail the optimized process for each step to patent office and how also how should we frame such a claim. This would be a process patent, and process should be elaborated with each and every step did you carry out for waste treatment. First, write a description. I suggest first write a full description, then write one independent claim, incorporate all the components of the process that you have used, all the steps that you have used one by one. Just try to incorporate them and then elaborate every process. Suppose you have used 4 steps. So, enlist or write all the steps in independent claim. Then your dependent claim should elaborate each of the step in detail. In that way you can draft a claim. um, yeah, definitely you can consult us in future. Okay, so RV Raj Iyer, can you please ask if a patent can be filed for a new application of an expired patented product or process? um, I think expired, if a patent is expired means it was in the public domain. So if something is in public domain, it becomes a prior art, so a new patent cannot be filed. Anything which is in public domain, I just said, if anything claimed, published, presented, it cannot be considered to be novel. But yeah, somebody has asked, if I published, definitely within 12 months you can file a patent, but after that it's not possible. And expired means still at least 14, 15 years back it was in public domain. No sir, it is not possible. Shantanu Kachekar again, can I have 2 different independent claims in my claim set? No, you have just one independent claim. I just told you, no, you can write one paragraph, one page, even for one independent claim. But try to incorporate everything in one first independent claim. Later on, you can elaborate everything in your dependent claims. Okay, then Ranjit Kanath, is it possible to file a provisional patent first and then add more inventors later or in the patent? Actually, there are sections where you can add addition of inventors. Applicants can be done through petitions. Like there are forms which are available, and definitely you can even sometime for even like total replacement is also possible, because suppose somebody has filed a patent and later on some deceased person is there, so for that another person can be replaced. Yeah, there are sections, there are forms, it is possible. Yeah. Tulika Rana, what happens to benefit rights of patenting in case of emergency, for example COVID vaccines? I say that COVID vaccine or any such national emergency products normally patents, because government has a full interference as per the sections. They have the proper laws, like the products which are for public use. Government may interfere and may take that. Means that even if you patent, government may take the permission from you to commercialize it. So it's normally not preferable for such a public oriented products to get a patent on that. It should be like affordable to everyone. Patent, why we patent? So that it become our monopoly. Why to become monopolize a product which is for public use? Normally government interfere in that. They might take your patent, they might use it, and it will not be an infringement. This is for government use, that is allowed. Okay, so okay, I think you have attended the session well, and yeah, PPTs are just the explanations. Definitely, you can get the privilege. You can definitely get it privileged. I'm just seeing some more questions if I can answer them. Avik Das, how to see whether my name is included in the inventors list or not? If you have filed by yourself online, you can see it on your online portal, or normally after publication, after 18 months only on the website, whenever you search in the status of patent, you can see the full detail after publication. Before publication, you cannot see the inventor detail. So normally patents are published after 18 months. You can see after 18 months on the portal. On the patent office website, means you have to click on the patent search, then you just write down your provisional application number that you have received, search it, and you will get all the documents. You will see your inventor detail. But after publication, before publication, it's not possible. After 18 months, I think if 18 months have expired, patent office might have published it. If you have filed expedited examination, even after 1 week, you can see. So expedited publication is done by filling the form 9 by paying a fee of 2,500. Patents are published in 1 week or 15 days. But normally in natural process, they get published in 18 months. Okay. One question is about trade secrets. Can you tell an idea how to keep trade secret, as my invention is unique and I attorney not to publish, launch the product? Yeah, there is a provision of trade secret. Even if you don't file a patent, there is a proper law through which you have to sign a proper memoranda of understanding agreements among all the employees who are working with you, or all the innovators who are working with you, to keep it as a secret. So as long as you work together over certain product, nobody will disclose it to the outside world. So many products in India are protected by trade secrets also, where patents are not there, but their formula, their composition is kept very confidential. But there are some legal documents, non-disclosure agreements. There are some memoranda of understandings among the people who are working together. So this is the norm acceptable by the government also. So one question, I think the questions are coming, and you might have many questions. You can even later on contact me. Shantanu Kachekar again has asked, is it necessary to give means plus function claim always independent? No, not necessary. Not necessary. This is just giving a to chance for patentability. If you are elaborating your function, you are actually justifying. If you are writing a Jepson claim, you are elaborating improvement in your claim, but it's not mandatory. But yeah, suggested. It is suggested. If you can write means plus function claim, it will have a strong strong chance of justifications. So yes, you can ask any questions. If you have drafted your claims also, you can definitely draft one independent claim for your own product, or you can ask help. It could be done. Mukesh Desai has asked, my research related to ambulance, can it be possible to file the patent on it? Need to take any permission from government? See, ambulance is a broad word. Normally many ambulances are available. What your ambulance or what feature, you cannot actually take the patent on whole ambulance, because ambulance is what, that is a vehicle. Ambulances are normally, you can say that these are vans. So vans, suppose Maruti vans or any van, it's already patentable. What feature you are exactly incorporated in a van to make it, suppose ambulance is like GPS supported ambulance, or with all the medical facilities ambulance, or you are installing a feature that is making an ambulance very patient supportive, that feature you can get the patent on that. because a full ambulance, I think that will be a van already patented, because Maruti vans or any van, any car, normally it is patented. I suggest go for patenting of the feature, the particular component that you are going to install in an ambulance to make it novel. So yes, so definitely, yeah, you can definitely contact. Thank you so much for your wishes, your acknowledgements. It is really inspiring for me. Definitely, I'm here to support the innovators, startups, entrepreneurs, because our like single goal mission is to enhance the GDP of the nation, to contribute in the development of nations. And I'm very happy to see so many intellectual people with us, so many innovators with us who have so many queries, and they are innovating it. Like so many good innovations I have encountered right now. So really thank you for joining. um, yeah, yeah, many questions are coming. You can later on. One question is from Anil Pandey. I think I should answer it. Is it possible to search for the prior art on other patent offices? Yes, yes. European Patent Office is e-SpaceNet, EPO. Then you can cite for USPTO, for US Patent Office. Or you can go for WIPO for all the world patents, all patents filed all over the world. That is WIPO.int. So on that you can see the all applications filed all over India, means all over world. So definitely you can see the Japanese office, you can see Australian office, every office you can see. And even you can see through the WIPO. WIPO can give you more results in lesser time. Yes, so www.wipo.int. Thank you so much. Um, so yeah, you can later contact me. Uh, I'm really happy to assist you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, ma'am. It's a real privilege to listen to you and gain knowledge every time I am listening to your presentations. And hundreds of people are attending this webinar. It's like incredible. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And I'm sure questions will keep coming. And hope to see you again. In future events. So I will just take a moment to say a few words on feedback. And I'll really thank you so much. And yeah. Folks, I just quickly want to say that feedback forms will be sent to your registered email in like 5-10 minutes. So please fill the feedback form and with your registered email, and you will automatically get the certificate. Make sure you enter the correct name that is to be included in the certificate. So yeah, and if the email doesn't come to you, please check your spam or promotions folder or any other folders within your email, so that it might go there. The last thing is that I also want to say that Dr. Prachi Pandey, she will be helping us to file some patents. So if any one of you are interested in filing a patent, if you are further up in your research, if your invention you think is mature, please write in the feedback form that you wish to be contacted, and I am going to call you next week, and I will guide you accordingly how we can take your invention forward. So thank you all. I wish you a very, very great week, a great evening and a great weekend, and see you in the next Women's. Goodbye.